All right, so get this. We're diving deep today into Raoul Pal
Raoul Pal.
and all things crypto, basically. And we've got a ton of articles, research, all sorts of stuff on this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty fascinating, right? Former hedge fund guy now, like full-on crypto.
Yeah, and he's got these bold predictions, and he's just got this way of explaining things that just makes sense.
Yeah, he can simplify like the most complex ideas.
And that's what we like about him, right?
Exactly.
But before we get into, like, don't fuck this up,
Yeah.
and all the banana zones,
The banana zones.
we got to back up a little bit, right? Like, this guy worked at Goldman Sachs,
Yeah.
ran a global macro hedge fund,
Yeah.
even trained traders for like a BBC show.
Yeah, he's got serious Wall Street cred.
So he's not just some
Yeah.
crypto bro.
No, not at all. I think that's
Fair
really
enough.
important to remember. Like when you hear him talking about crypto, he's coming at it from this like deep understanding of finance and macroeconomics and market cycles.
That's true.
It's not just hype.
Okay, so let's talk Bitcoin early adopter 2013. That's way before most people even knew what Bitcoin was.
Early days.
He was recommending it to his global macro investor subscribers.
That's pretty gutsy back then.
I mean, back then it was like a joke to most people.
Oh, totally. Like the traditional finance world was just laughing it off, but he was already building like one of the first financial models for Bitcoin.
What?
Yeah, based on this stock to flow analysis like they use for gold.
Wow.
So he saw the potential way back then.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Okay.
He sells his Bitcoin after a 10x return.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
Imagine having that kind of foresight.
Imagine.
Right. But even he admitted later it wasn't the best move long term.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just shows that even the most seasoned investors can have regrets.
Yeah.
But the important thing is learning from those mistakes, and he clearly did.
Okay, so then we fast forward to 2021.
The big bull market.
The crypto bull market explodes.
Everyone's going crazy.
And what does Powell do? Goes all in, but not on Bitcoin.
Interesting.
He puts everything on Ethereum.
Now, that is where things get really interesting.
I know why Ethereum.
Well, it wasn't just about FOMO or chasing the hottest coin, right?
Right.
Like, remember his background?
Yeah, macro.
Yeah. He was looking at Ethereum as this, like, base layer for a whole new digital economy.
Really?
DeFi, NFTs, the whole 9 yards.
So it was a calculated risk
Oh, yeah.
based on his belief in the technology and the potential.
Exactly. Not just blindly jumping in.
So while he's going headfirst into Ethereum, he's also building something else.
Oh, what's that?
Real Vision.
Real Vision.
And this is not just some crypto pumping platform.
Oh, no.
It's like a full-on financial media company.
Yeah, they've got expert discussions, research reports, podcasts, everything.
And it's not just about crypto either.
Right. You see people like hedge fund managers, economists, geopolitical analysts.
So there's this bigger mission here, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I think Powell really wanted to like democratize financial knowledge.
So who's making it more accessible?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for people who aren't like Wall Street insiders.
So empowering people to make smarter decisions.
That's the goal.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can't talk about Raoul Pal without talking about the way he talks.
Oh, this is the fun part.
Banana zone.
Don't fuck this up.
It's like finance, but make it edgy.
He's got a way with words.
He does.
But there's a strategy there, too.
Really?
Yeah, like that colorful language makes him memorable.
So it's not just shock value.
No, not at all.
It's like he's trying to get people engaged in what can be really like dense topics.
Exactly. And it works. It resonates especially with younger generations
Makes sense.
who are looking for like alternative voices
Right.
in this space.
Okay, so we've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Real Vision.
Uh-huh.
But the rabbit hole goes deeper.
Oh, boy.
What about Solana?
Going on.
At one point, 80% of his crypto portfolio.
80%? That's a huge bet.
That's a lot of eggs in one basket.
It is, but it shows his conviction, right?
Yeah.
He's not just following the crowd. He's thinking long-term, looking at fundamentals.
So what did he see in Solana?
Well, he was drawn to the speed, the low transaction costs, and the growing developer community.
So he saw it as a potential competitor to Ethereum.
Potentially, yeah, maybe even a successor.
Interesting.
But it's important to note, though, that putting that much into a single asset is very risky.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how much you believe in the tech, things can always go south.
Which brings us to like a crucial point. This is Raoul Pal's portfolio. We're talking about someone who publicly stated that his entire liquid net worth is in crypto.
Wow, that's a level of conviction most people wouldn't even consider.
Right. It's incredibly risky.
No doubt.
But it highlights his belief in the future of digital assets.
And it's hard to argue with his success so far.
I mean, his estimated net worth is over $350 million.
A lot of which can be attributed to his early crypto moves.
But before anyone runs out and empties their bank accounts into Bitcoin,
Please don't.
we need to be clear, Pal's journey is unique.
Yeah, what worked for him might not work for everyone.
It's about understanding his thinking, his strategy, not blindly copying it.
Right, exactly. You know, it's pretty amazing how he went from like that whole cutthroat world of traditional finance to being a leading voice in crypto.
I know, it's a pretty wild transition.
He went from managing millions in hedge funds to riding the crypto wave.
And he doesn't hold back either. He's not afraid to challenge like the old ways of thinking.
That's what I like about him. He's not afraid to shake things up.
Yeah, and people are drawn to that.
Oh, yeah. Authenticity.
Yeah, he's not just another talking head,
Totally.
spouting the same old Wall Street stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about his portfolio, real vision, his unique way of communicating.
Right.
But what about his actual predictions?
Oh, yeah. What does he see happening in the world of finance and crypto?
Yeah,
Well, buckle up because he is incredibly bullish on both.
really.
He believes we're witnessing a massive paradigm shift,
Okay.
like a move away from centralized finance to this decentralized future.
Powered by blockchain.
Exactly.
So it's not just talking about Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high.
No, he's talking about a fundamental change in how we view like money assets value. He thinks crypto and blockchain will disrupt everything from banking and payments to art and music.
Wow. He's even said investing in crypto now could set you up for life.
He has.
Those are some bold claims.
They are, but he backs them up with his analysis of market cycles, macroeconomic trends, the growing adoption of blockchain.
So he sees it as a generational opportunity.
Exactly, one with the potential to create massive wealth for those who get in early and hold for the long haul.
Of course, not everyone's buying it.
Right.
There are plenty of skeptics out there
Oh, yeah.
who think crypto is just a bubble, a fad that's going to fade away.
And we can't ignore the risks involved in any investment, especially something as volatile as crypto.
True.
But Powell's argument is that the potential rewards outweigh those risks.
So he's betting big on the future of this technology.
He is.
Okay, so what does this mean for the average person? Like, should we all be running out to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Whoa, hold on. The real takeaway here is to educate yourself, do your research, and make informed decisions.
Don't just follow what anyone says.
Exactly. Even someone as knowledgeable as Raoul Pal understand the risks, the potential rewards, figure out what's right for your own financial situation.
It's like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Exactly. Diversify your investments, consider your risk tolerance, and never invest more than you can afford to lose.
So true.
Crypto can be a great part of a balanced portfolio, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
For sure. So let's say someone wants to learn more about Pal's ideas and perspectives. Where's a good place to start?
Well, his company Real Vision is a goldmine of information. They've got tons of interviews, podcasts, research reports, articles featuring Pal and other big names in finance and crypto.
So it's a good resource?
It's a great resource for anyone who wants to go beyond the surface and really dive deep.
But remember, Pal's own advice.
Don't fuck this up.
Don't fuck this up.
Right? Don't let the hype of the crypto market lead you to make rash decisions. Do your due diligence, make informed choices. And remember, patience is key in any long-term investment strategy.
Okay, so we've talked about his bullish stance on crypto, his vision for a decentralized financial future, his emphasis on education and informed decision-making.
Right.
But what about the other side of the coin? Like, what do his critics have to say?
Well, some argue that he's too focused on the potential upside of crypto
Okay.
and kind of downplaying the risks.
Like what?
They point to the market's volatility, the potential for scams, the lack of regulation.
Yeah, those are definitely red flags.
They also say crypto is still too niche, too complex for most people to really grasp.
And it's not clear what real-world problems it solves besides just being an investment.
Right, those are valid concerns. Crypto is still relatively new, constantly evolving. It's important to be aware of the potential downsides and challenges.
Yeah.
But Pal's counterargument is that these are just growing pains.
Growing pains.
Any disruptive technology faces similar obstacles in its early stages.
So he believes that as the technology matures, the infrastructure improves, more people adopt it. Those risks will lessen and the benefits will become clearer.
Exactly. It's that classic debate between early adopters and skeptics, right?
Right.
Only time will tell who ends up being right.
But that's what makes this whole space so captivating, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's always evolving, challenging our assumptions. pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's an exciting time to be following the developments in crypto and finance.
Yeah.
And whether you agree with Raoul Pal or not, his insights and perspectives are worth considering.
He's someone who thinks big challenges the status quo and sparks these really important conversations about the future of money and technology.
For sure.
That's something we can all appreciate.
Now, another intriguing aspect of Raoul Pal is his focus on macroeconomics.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't just look at crypto in a vacuum, right?
Exactly. He sees it as part of this much larger global economic picture.
That's a really good point. We've been so focused on the specifics of his crypto holdings and predictions that we haven't really talked about the broader economic forces that he believes are driving crypto adoption.
Right, and Powell thinks we're in the middle of this massive global economic transition.
Okay.
He points to things like rising inflation, declining trust in central banks, geopolitical instability, the increasing digitization of our lives.
So he sees crypto as a hedge against these trends.
Exactly, a way to protect your wealth from the devaluation of traditional currencies and the instability of the global financial system.
And he argues that as these macroeconomic trends continue to unfold, more people will turn to crypto as a safe haven asset.
Further increasing demand and value.
That's a pretty compelling argument, especially considering the current state of the global economy.
It is, but it's important to remember that this is just one perspective.
Okay.
There are other economists and analysts who have different views on the role of crypto in the global economy.
Right, and it's important to consider all sides before making any decisions.
But Powell's insights definitely give us a lot to think about.
Yeah, they do.
He challenges us to look beyond the hype and the headlines and consider the deeper economic forces at play.
And that's what this deep dive is all about.
Right, so.
Encouraging you to think critically, explore different perspectives, and come to your own conclusions.
We're not here to tell you what to think or how to invest.
Right.
We're just here to give you information analysis and hopefully some food for thought.
So as we wrap up part 2 of our Raoul Pal deep dive,
right,
what are some key takeaways you want listeners to remember?
Well, I think it's important to remember that he's a complex and multifaceted figure.
In what way?
He's a successful investor, a thought leader, a provocateur, and someone who's deeply passionate about the potential of crypto and blockchain technology.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to take risks, challenge conventional wisdom, and push the boundaries.
And while his predictions may not always be spot on, his insights and analysis provide valuable perspectives on this evolving landscape of finance and technology.
So stay tuned for part 3, where we'll continue to explore his ideas and predictions, delve deeper into his thoughts on macroeconomics and crypto, and examine the potential impact of these trends on the future of money and investment. All right, welcome back for the final part of our Raoul Pal deep dive. We've talked about his predictions, his macro views, but what I find really fascinating is his overall philosophy on navigating this crazy financial world that's constantly changing.
It's interesting because he doesn't just focus on the numbers, right? He really stresses the importance of adapting, always learning.
Yeah.
And he even throws in some philosophical thinking,
Yeah, he often talks about embracing uncertainty and being prepared for the unexpected.
Right.
He even said, and I quote, "The future is not something we enter. The future is something we create." It's a pretty powerful statement.
It is.
It implies that we're not just sitting back and watching this whole technological and financial revolution happen.
Yeah.
We actually have a role to play.
We can shape it.
We can shape the future.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about picking the right crypto or perfectly timing the market.
Right.
It's about developing a mindset that helps us thrive in a world that's constantly evolving.
A world where the old rules might not apply anymore.
Exactly. And Pal encourages us to actively participate, question assumptions, experiments, be open to new ideas.
He sees this time of rapid change not as something to be scared of, but as a chance for growth and innovation.
I like that.
Yeah.
So it's not just about getting rich from crypto.
Right.
It's about becoming more adaptable, resilient, and better equipped to handle the complexities of the 21st century.
Yeah, embracing the unknown and seeing change as an opportunity, not a threat.
That's a profound way of looking at it.
And I think that message goes beyond just crypto.
Totally.
It's like a call to action for everyone to become lifelong learners, to stay curious and to embrace those challenges and possibilities that are coming our way.
So as we wrap up our Raoul Pal deep dive, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from this?
I think this Pal's story reminds us that we all have the ability to learn, adapt, and succeed in the face of change.
Yeah.
It's about developing that growth mindset, being open to new ideas, and embracing the uncertainty of the future.
Well said. We've explored his background, his investments, his bold predictions, his colorful language, and his overall philosophy.
It's been quite the journey.
It has. We've seen how he combines his traditional finance knowledge with his passion for crypto, creating this unique perspective that challenges conventional thinking.
For sure.
Whether you agree with him or not, Raoul Pal is a major figure in the world of finance and crypto.
Absolutely.
He's a thought leader who's shaping the conversation and pushing the limits of what's possible.
And as he likes to say, don't fuck this up.
Don't fuck this up.
It's a reminder to stay informed, be prepared, and actively participate in shaping the future.
So there you have it. We've only scratched the surface of Raoul Pal's world.
Just a glimpse.
But hopefully this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and given you something to think about.
And remember, the journey of learning and discovery doesn't end here. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing your own understanding. Until next time, happy diving.